This story begins with a boy running from zombies, but this isn't the reality because our main character, Tando, was watching this on TV. He thought that a zombie's attack was better than his life. His eyes were sleepy and suddenly he fell and slept. Tando's story begins 3 years ago when his boss introduced him to his colleagues in the office. This was his first day. He was so excited to work there because of their friendly environment. His boss showed him his seat and introduced him to his manager. Suddenly he collides with a girl named Otori. He fell in love at first sight because she was stunning. She introduced herself and talked politely. After saying good luck on the first day, she moved on. At night, all the colleagues went to the bar where they all enjoyed and talked with each other. When Tendo saw Otori, he got shy. Time passed and after dinner, everyone stood up and again went back to the office. Tendo was shocked and disturbed. He slept there and didn't go to his home back. Day after day passed and he wasn't able to back home. After 2 days, he went home. He was so tired. When he woke up, he was still deprived of sleep. He didn't want to go back to work, but he encouraged himself and got ready for work. Things were again the same, but this time his manager Gonzu shouted on him. Everybody there was no less than undead people. They were all angry, but Otori was the same polite and gentle. But walking like a zombie, he was thinking about why he was still working there, because he didn't have the time to search for a new job at day or night. 3 days has passed that he was working there. He was totally depressed, frustrated and exhausted. He wasn't able to find out what he was doing or thinking because of the tough working hours. His life was all black and white. His room was all dirty. One morning when he woke up and got ready for the work, he left his home and saw a paper at the door which was the bill. When he went to the manager for payment, he saw the door was open and luckily the manager was eating his wife. Suddenly he was able to see some of the colors. He was running from the zombies, but there were zombies all around. He ran here and there to save his life and went to the roof. He saw the city was all destroyed. He suddenly understood that from now on he would not go to work. He was free now, and suddenly his world was full of colors, hope and joy. He was running from zombies and he was very happy to see the colors in all the things. He was lying down and was thinking about what to do now. He thought that he might to get a bike license or drink all the day and stuff like that. Suddenly he thought of Otori and decided to check on her and confess his love. He started moving on a bike irrespective of the world, things happening all around. He arrived there and was a little nervous, but he told himself that it was a time of emergency and I was there for her safety check. When he rang, the door was open. He went in and he saw the shoes of his boss who was standing in front of him. He was turned into a zombie already, but Tendo was thinking about the hard time he has to go through because of him. Suddenly he ran and threw him out of the window. When he saw Otori, he was shocked because she was also turning into a zombie, but they were both in front of each other. He confessed his love and thought about her beauty. She tried to come close, but he started running away from her and left. At night, he went to a grocery shop, drank and started thinking about what the next. He thought that we could die now or could die after 60 years, but there isn't enough time to do all the things we want to do. So he went into the shop, took a pencil and a book and titled it with the 100 things he wanted to do before becoming the zombie. Gonzu was shouting. Tando was in the office and it was terrible. He suddenly woke up. Oh god, it was just a nightmare. He went to the balcony and started cleaning his room. Everything was shining and Tando was feeling so happy. He took a beer from the fridge and started enjoying it. He felt so pure after drinking beer, but the world was facing great destruction. When he again tried to get a drink, the fridge was empty. There was nothing for him to drink. He felt so depressed, and when he thought to get from the store, he saw a lot of zombies outside, but for the sake of beer, he can't silently sit. So he decided to go out. When he was descending the building, he met with a couple. They were shocked to meet him. He asked if they wanted something from the grocery. They told him some things and he said goodbye to them. He was on his bike and all the zombies started following him, but for the beer, he raised it up and went to the grocery shop. But a camera was watching him. When he went in, there was a girl named Shizuka. When he saw her, he went silent and shocked because she was cute. He said hello to her and tried to talk with her. She was still silent and she said, "Are you serious? You have risked your life for just these drinks?" She said, "I'm not an idiot to team with a person who can't analyze fear or risk." And suddenly zombies started entering the shop. They were about to attack her, but he stepped in front and suddenly she flipped him because a truck was about to hit him. They were in a cute romantic pose. Suddenly she stood up and left. When he came to sense, he tried to stop her, but she left with his bike. He was happy that they met and she was pretty tough. Suddenly a zombie appeared. He was searching for some convenience. he saw a scooter and took it. While going, he thought that there must be something better than this also. He saw a heavy bike and took this. And he was feeling like out of the world. When he tried to give Mr. and Mrs. Kusoka their things, he saw that they were dead. At night, he drinks a lot and he thinks life is too short to take risks. So he starts writing his wishes on the notebook. The wishes he has completed, he lined up and wrote what he wanted to do next. He wanted to meet with his parents and spend time with them. He also wrote it. He had written about 33 wishes in his 100 wishlist book. On the other side, Shizuka woke up on her time and did her workout. On the TV, the situation in the sitting was showing and she ate her multivitamins and tried to call someone, but no one was responding. After that, she started writing things in the wish list of 100 things to do to avoid becoming a zombie. Then she started noticing the zombies and wrote down her observations. She took her bike and went out to the grocery shop. She saw a cupcake but didn't pick it up, and suddenly Tando came in and she saw zombies coming after him in her phone. She was thinking about how someone like him had survived and she was seeing everything happening on her phone. Then everything happened and she left silently with the thoughts that she had secured everything like food, fuel, water, etc. At home, she was looking at her recordings and saw Tando, who was very happy after getting beer, and she thought that she also might grab the cake for her because it was her wish. On the other side, a little girl was crying and a boy named Shu told her not to worry because he was always with her. Her staff told him something and he asked the little one that he had to go now. She got sad and he promised that he would come back. Shu came out and started fighting with the zombies. Tando was in the washroom and was thinking that now he could grow a beard, but it looked terrible on him. When he came out from the washroom, he saw his phone, and when he checked, internet was running now. He started using the phone and then doing nonsense stuff but got bored. He went to the balcony and started thinking what to do. Suddenly he remembered about his friend Kencho. On the other side, Kencho was locked in a room with the zombie. He was very afraid because he could not go outside. Water in the room was also finished. He was so exhausted. Suddenly he remembered Tando, his laugh and his smiley face. Suddenly his phone rang and it was Tando's call. Tando asked him where he was. Exactly, Kencho told him that there was a lot of zombies. But Tando said it's not to worry, I will manage it, and hang it up. Tando stepped out on a heavy bike and remembered about their sweet past and their last meeting or fight. They fought with each other about their jobs because Kencho told him that his job was going very well but Kencho's job was not good, so all the zombies were coming towards Shu. They were about to touch him but suddenly there was a great noise from siren. All the zombies started moving towards the noise and this was Tando's doing. Kencho went out of the room and was afraid. Suddenly Tando tried to touch him and he got scared. Kencho was shocked and Tando started crying and told him that he was right, that I should have quit my job because it was useless. But instead of listening to you, I started a fight and ruined our friendship because I was jealous. He started apologizing to Kencho. Kencho was about to say something but suddenly zombies attacked them and they started running. They were on the rooftop but the zombies were out of control. Kencho was so scared and hopeless. He asked Tando what to do next and Tando told him that we will jump now. He stepped back and then ran and jumped like a free bird. Tando told him to jump too but Kencho was shocked. He tried but he couldn't jump. He said that he could not jump and he confessed that his job wasn't good at all. Every day he was supposed to defy people with a smiley face, which was not his type, but to manage his reputation he showed himself as a perfect one to others. But this doesn't make him happy at all. Tando was shocked and Kencho was frustrated. He apologized to Tando and Tando encouraged him. Kencho told him that he wanted to be a stand-up comedian and Tando said if that is the case then jump, which will make him laugh. He did it by removing his clothes and was about to fall but Tando helped him and saved Kencho. They spent the night together there. They talked, laughed and slept there. Hope you enjoyed the video. To move on our next video, subscribe to our channel for the latest updates and don't forget to press the bell icon.